Understanding students with ADHD. What is ADHD? Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder is a brain disorder marked by an ongoing pattern of inattention and/or hyperactivity impulsivity that interferes with functioning or development. Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDIA, does not list ADHD as a listed disability, but includes it as a category within other health impairments. The distinguishing feature for other health impairments is limited to strength, vitality, or alertness that adversely affects the student's progress in school. Students with ADHD generally experience difficulty with alertness as contrasted to strength. Because IDEA does not specifically define ADHD, most professionals adhere to the definition offered by the American Psychiatric Association. The definition focuses on two domains, inattention and hyperactivity, impulsivity, that interfere with the student's development and functioning in multiple settings, including school. Has your child been diagnosed with ADHD? Do you have an ADHD diagnosis in your family? Is coping with your child's behavior wearing you out? Are you tired of searching for answers? To receive a diagnosis of ADHD, the symptoms must, 1, occur before the student is 12 years old, 2, occur in 2 or more settings, home, school, or community, 3, not be explained by another disability, and 4, interfere with the child's functioning in typical activities and environments. According to the CDC, the estimated number of children ever diagnosed with ADHD, according to a national 2016 parent survey, is 6.1 million. That's 9.4%. This number also includes children aged 2 to 5, 388,000, 6 to 11, 2.4 million, and 12 to 17, 3.3 million. Boys are more likely to be diagnosed with ADHD than girls, 12.9% compared to 5.6%. In the United States, approximately 10% of children are identified as having ADHD. The rates have increased by 42% between 2003 and 2011. Also, elementary school-age students with ADHD are less likely to be from diverse racial, ethnic background than from other disability categories. Children are 68 times more likely to have ADHD if their parents had ADHD. The structural differences in the brain can also affect the ADHD. Environmental causes such as parental factors, exposure to cigarette smoke, lead, alcohol, prenatal factors like low birth weight, postnatal causes, environment, toxins, low family income, child abuse, and neglect. There are 3 core symptoms of ADHD, which are inattention, impulsivity, and hyperactivity. Inattention means a person wanders off task, lacks persistence, has difficulty sustaining focus, and is disorganized, and these problems are not due to defiance or lack of comprehension. They overlook or miss details, make careless mistakes in schoolwork, at work, or during other activities, have problems sustaining attention in tasks or playing, including conversations, lectures, or lengthy reading, not seem to listen when spoken to directly, not follow through on instructions and fail to finish schoolwork, chores, or duties in the workplace, or start tasks but quickly lose focus and get easily distracted. Having problems organizing tasks and activities, such as what to do in sequence, keeping materials and belongings in order, having messy work and poor time management, and failing to meet deadlines. Avoid and dislike tasks that require sustained mental effort, such as schoolwork or homework, or for teens and older adults, preparing reports, completing forms, or reviewing lengthy papers. Losing things necessary for tasks or activities, such as school supplies, pencils, books, tools, wallets, keys, paperwork, eyeglasses, and cell phones. Be easily distracted by unrelated thoughts or stimuli. Be forgetful in daily activities such as chores, errands, returning calls, and keeping appointments. Hyperactivity means a person seems to move about constantly, including in situations in which it is not appropriate, or excessively fidgets, taps, or talks. In adults, it may be extreme restlessness or wearing others out with constant activity. Impulsivity means a person makes hasty actions that occur in the moment without first thinking about them, and that may have high potential for harm, or a diverse desire for immediate rewards or inability to delay gratification. An impulse person may be socially intrusive and excessively interrupt others or make important decisions without considering the long-term consequences. They may fidget and squirm in their seats, leave their seats in situations when staying seated is expected, such as in the classroom or the office. Run or dash around or climb in situations where it is inappropriate. And teens and adults often feel restless, be unable to play or engage in hobbies quietly, be constantly in motion or on the go, or act as if driven by a motor. Talk nonstop, blurt out an answer before a question has been completed, finish people's sentences, or speak without waiting for a turn in a conversation, have trouble waiting for his or her turn, interrupt or intrude on others, for example, in conversations, games, or activities. Students with ADHD may have life activities that are substantially limited in the areas of learning, concentrating, thinking, reading, and completing assignments, including multiple step projects and homework. Not all symptoms are related. Not everybody's going to have the same symptoms as the next person. They may vary from one person to the next.